Fought like a fighter, and he won this damn fight.
Right.
This is a disgrace.
Listen, Teddy, I just grabbed the score sheet from the ring
disgrace
announcer.
here. There should be an investigation. This is what's wrong with boxing. This is what chases our great fans away from this great sport.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan, and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of BoxTalk. On the 26th of July at the MEN Arena, we got a rematch for a possible title shot with Vladimir Klitschko. Here we go. It's Derek Chisora on one side, Tyson Fury on the other side. A lot has changed in the past 3-4 years since their first fight. I've been to both camps. Well, I've been to Chisora's camp and I spoke to Tyson Fury. It is very, very interesting and it is very heated. Ade.
Okay, we're 40 seconds in. I'm gonna do this backwards. I normally do it forwards. I'm gonna do it backwards. Before we even get it, I can't call this fight. So I'm gonna kind of tell you how I can't call the fight. So normally we're gonna give you the predictions after. So Ryan's gonna give you his prediction now. What's your prediction as well? Ryan can't call the fight. It's honestly, guys, this is a fight that has huge implications. If there wasn't the Froch Groves 2 fight, this fight would be huge right now in the UK. Don't get me wrong, it's getting there. The ball's starting to finally start rolling, I think, downhill. So we're starting to get some momentum. But I think it struggled a bit initially early because of the Froch Groves fight. It's starting to kind of build, and I think it's going to build well. As Ryan said, these guys fought, I think it's 4 years ago. Since then, Chisora's easily fought the better opposition. But some people are... And became a contender, exactly. Put on the best performance against Vitali, yes, an injured Vitali, so what? It was the best performance against Vitali for years, that anyone's put on, by the way.
Beat up an alias. Got robbed.
Yeah. Beat Malik Scott. And everyone might say, oh, Malik Scott, yeah, that's the Malik Scott before Deontay Wilder. That's the Malik Scott no one really wanted to fight. He won that fight. Dubious, but regardless, he won it. But obviously got KO'd by David Haye. How do you weigh all that up? It's a tough one. I don't know how you weigh all that. It's kind of a mixed bag of performances that Chisora's had. But nonetheless, we've seen Chisora in camp, like we said. He looks in fantastic shape. But at the weigh-in, the face-to-face they had in London, Fury looked in amazing shape. Amazing. That was 6-7 weeks out. I can't call it.
You know, let me. This was the first time I had the privilege to speak to both fighters in the camp before a fight, and I can tell you something that it's just unusual. Their belief within themselves and what they're capable of doing is unbelievable. And when I say that, you can see an interview on TV, you can watch anything on YouTube, whatever. But actually speaking to someone is totally different. Tyson Fury is so adamant. You can hear it in his voice, you can see it in his eyes about his legacy and his future for
He's been like that for years.
I mean, when you speak to someone, you can feel the intensity. And it's not that he's standing up, he's 6'9". He was sitting down, I was looking down at him actually, and I could feel that presence, that intensity. That guess what? I am not failing in this. And the same with Chisora. Standing talking to Chisora, same type of thing. Yeah, he's like, this guy. Chisora feels like this guy doesn't have a clue what he's getting himself into. And Chisora is hot and hungry. I can feel, I don't want to say like an aura, but I can feel their individual powers between them. And that's made it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Seriously, it's a funny fight. Technically, how do you see the fight, though?
Technically, they're both still a bit raw. Chisora, we know, didn't have a great amateur background. I think he had only a few fights as amateur background. Tyson Fury probably had a few more, but I think Tyson Fury's gone a lot better since he's gone to Peter Fury in terms of technical ability. We probably didn't get to see it in the Cunningham fight. Obviously, Peter Fury wasn't allowed to go over to America for that, so that kind of hampered that a bit. They're both a bit raw, but they're both coming to a stage now where Tyson Fury is 25, I think. So he's getting to the stage where he's finally starting to hit his peak in terms of his performances, his strength, everything about him, his physical attributes. He's starting to use all his physical attributes. He doesn't use them enough. Let's be honest, he's probably got the biggest reach in boxing at the moment. He doesn't really use that jab as much as he should do. He tries to get involved in the fight. Chisora definitely is improved technically. He's got that Joe Frazier kind of peekaboo style, and he's finally starting to know how to use that a bit more.
You see more variety of combinations?
Oh, a lot more variety. I don't know if Chisora has the pop. The one punch pop. I'm not sure he has that. I don't think he has that. But at the same time, when you're that size, that weight, and you're that fit, and
you could knock down anyone.
His fitness, which was I didn't expect him to be as big seeing him close up there. He really is. You can tell he's lost a lot of fat, and now it's all muscle. He's never going to be the guy that walks into the ring with a six-pack and chiseled side, but he's just strong and thick and fit. You can tell.
I see, when I look at Tyson Fury, I look at him, and like I said, technically he's better now, but he has this warm-up period. Where between like rounds 1, 3, then 5,
keep going.
He's a different fighter.
Yeah.
He's a different fighter. He gets better after that round 5, 6, 7. He seems to like warm up, get into his groove. He kind of like, he works out what you do well, and then he normally dominates the end half of the fight. Even the fights which were, I won't say boring, but like the Kingpin, Kevin Johnson fight. I mean, if you look at the first 3, 4 rounds, look at the last rounds, it was a total domination in the last round. The first round, like, oh, it's kind of. Same thing with the Steve Cunningham fight.
Yeah.
And I feel whereas for Tyson Fury, that's his element of danger in any fight he has. Maturity will come with time, and the more fights you have, you will get that type of balance within yourself. But he always starts slow. And the long layoff, the David Haye play around, fights cancelled, fights on, fights cancelled, fights on. He ain't been in the fight for 15 months by the time fight night comes. I feel it's going to be a big impact on Tyson Fury.
It's a good shout. I didn't think about the layoff. One thing as well about Tyson Fury, yeah, he's unbeaten, but he gets put down.
Yeah.
We've seen it. He gets put down. When he gets put down, he seems to get put down hard. There's no, I mean, but you don't get no, like, they're not flash knockdowns. They are real hard put downs. Yes, he gets back up again, so I'll give him credit for that. But if I'm Derek Chisora, I'm looking, I'm thinking, this guy he does get clipped. I think when you say he kind of gets into the fight after rounds 5 or 6 or 7, I think it's because he wears fighters down. He just keeps them coming, and then he puts his body weight, almost like he studied tapes of Vladimir Klitschko. He seems to lean all that kind of 20-stone body frame on you. Unless you're a very big guy, that's going to take its toll on you all the time, carrying that extra weight over rounds.
I think Fury's knockdowns look worse than they are due to his size. When you're 6'9" and like around 19, 20 stone, even though we said he's 8.5 when we saw him, you hit the floor when you're 6'9", 20 stone, you're going to make a big impact. It's going to look like a tree going in slow motion. And that's what it looks like right now for Tyson Fury. Again, with Chisora, he's improved. Like I say, he's throwing more variety of his combinations, his confidence is there, and defensively he's being better, and he's got that movement as well. But it's hard to say a guy who's 6'1", 6'2", 18 stone as a small heavyweight. But when you're looking at it in dimensions, he is smaller than the other guys in the division.
Oh yeah, and it's a super heavyweight division.
And he's got to work harder to get in if someone starts using their reach and their range. And that's where that movement comes in. Can he maintain that movement and that type of balance for the full 12 rounds?
Yes, and the reason I think he can, yes, fair enough, he's got, I think he's sparring Huck at the moment. Huck's a huge guy, so that helps. But you probably don't get better preparation for fighting someone like Tyson Fury than Helenius and Klitschko.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He can fight big guys,
he can fight big guys, and he's performed well against those two, who probably are two of the biggest heavyweights we've seen for a long time. I don't know how tall Helenius is, but he's definitely 6'7" plus. Klitschko, we know, is 6'5", 6'6", so he's a big guy as well. And he's performed well against both. He beat Helenius convincingly, didn't get the win, and Vitali, fantastic performance. So look, he can perform against big guys. Problem is, it's harder.
Yeah.
It's very much harder to keep going in and out and trying to. You almost got to take one to give one.
The difference with the big guys is that one, Helenius, normally fights on the outside, but Helenius had a lot of hype going into him, but Helenius was not proven at all, and Chisora exposed him in my terms. He exposed him for what he really is.
Yeah.
But in saying that, Helenius is more of a boxer. Fury's more of a slugger. Whereas Helenius wants to fight here, Fury wants to fight here.
Wants to phone box fight
So when you're throwing that long jab, Fury's gonna Chisora's gonna get under that long jab and get in close to you. He ain't gonna have that because Fury don't really throw a long jab like that. And when Fury does throw a jab, he throws his jab at a funny angle, he kind of throws it down. So when you do come in, you kind of got his arm around you. It's slightly different. It's different. He throws his jab differently from Helenius. Same with Vitali as well. Even though it was a one-handed Vitali, they say it was, Vitali has that deft movement where you can't really hit him with clean shots. So when he leans back and you can't catch him, you can step in on him and get shots. And that's where Chisora done well. Again, Fury doesn't move back like Vitali. He kind of stands there with you and like leans forward. So the way Chisora got forward previously, he can't do in this fight.
I wonder, something we've probably not spoke about, I wonder if big fight night kind of nerves will get to you. I mean, Fury, look, he's confident. We know he's very confident. But let's be honest, his biggest fight has probably been Steve Cunningham.
Yeah,
that's his biggest fight. You look at some of the fights that Chisora's been in, win or lose, he's been in the fights. I mean, Vitali was a huge event in Germany. So that was huge. David Haye in West Ham Stadium, again, huge, 25,000, 30,000. Evian Arena isn't for him. It's not a big. It's not something he's not seen before. So you're gonna wonder if big fight nerves will get to him. He's been in big fights before. I mean, win or lose, he's still been in them. Will that play a key?
I don't know if it will play a key, but you know, Fury did travel to America, And I think much it's not as a big fight spirit as it was over here. It's the travel. Even though it was a cruiserweight, he's a former two-time cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
He's a technical guy, and I'm trying to say. So I don't think that's going to really impact Fury too much.
Yeah.
But on the night, having in your hometown or in your town you're based at, it's going to be a little nervous for him. But how do you think the fight's going to go?
Firstly,
how is it going to play
who
out?
needs the rematch more? It's a rematch that, at the time when it was mentioned, I was like, why have it? Who needs this fight more?
I think they both need it equal for different reasons.
Why Fury?
For Fury, he needs it as to say he's got a top 10 contender. At the end of the day, Chisora is top 10.
Yeah.
You say at number 10 or number 9, he is top 10. That's a fact. He's won for a world title. He's fought more World Cup position. He's actually fought more world-class fighters than anyone in the top 10, bar Vladimir Klitschko or Ariola. Yeah. So you can't take that away from him. So that gives Fury justification for where he wants to be. Yeah. Say, look, I beat this guy. I fought a legit contender, one of my peers.
Yeah.
For Chisora, it's saying, look, I've been in these big fights. I've not got the decision.
Yeah.
I need to come up and say, look, I could win the big one. And I said, even though the Hernandez fight, we all know he won. It's not on the record.
Yeah.
With Vitali, there's no shame in that. And with David Haye, he took the knockout. He wants to win this fight.
Okay. In terms of how I think it goes and how I think it plays out, it's a very tough one to call. Sticking on the fence isn't my type of thing. I don't do it. I like to just kind of say, look, this is the person that's going to win. But sometimes boxing isn't like that. It's not that simple. These guys are both extremely hungry, both extremely in their prime. I think Chisora's improved tremendously over the last few years with Don Charles. You can see it. Likewise, I think Pure Fury in that camp they've got over there is a good camp now with the likes of Eddie Chambers over there as well. So he's getting good sparring. Eddie Chambers probably similar size and frame too. Derek Chisora, so he's probably getting that good sparring as well. Look, Fury does start slow. If Fury starts as slow as he normally does, expect Chisora to be up 5 or 6 rounds early. Honestly, he could be up 4 or 5 rounds very quickly. And then it's a case of Fury having to get those rounds back, which I think he will. Yeah. I think rounds 5, 6, 7, 8, expect Fury to get it back. And then it's literally whoever can last the distance. I don't think we're going to see a KO in this fight. I mean, I think someone will go down, but I don't think someone's getting knocked out. I think we're going points, and I think it's going to be so close. I think Chisora might nick this on points very, very close. It could be a split decision, but I'm going Chisora just because I think he'll build that early lead, and I think he'll nick a couple of rounds later. So 10-11 or 11-12, I think he'll nick.
Honestly, I couldn't say it better myself. I think Chisora's going to take the early lead.
Yeah.
I think Fury's going to come on late, and it's down to the wire or who gets the decision. The difference is what we know is that Fury goes down and gets back up.
Yeah.
Even though Chisora got knocked out by David Haye is a huge puncher. It was a blind shot.
Yeah.
He didn't see it coming, so it happens anyway. It goes down. I don't think no one's going to get knocked out in this fight either. If someone was going to get the knockout, I think it would be more of a TKO type of stoppage, and I'll favour it to Chisora because Fury does go down and Fury does get up. If Fury goes down, you rush, you get another knockdown, then you could get something along those lines. But like you said, I doubt there'll be a concussive knockout in the fight. The winner of this fight.
No fencing.
I think you can make a good argument for both. It will be close. It will be a split decision.
That's fencing.
It will be a split decision. I'll leave it at that. It will be a split decision.
Yeah, you can interview Peter Fury after that. All right, guys. But what do you think? Great fight. 26th of July. Box Nation have put a huge card together for this one. There's a few dropouts already on this card, but nonetheless, it's a huge card. We're hoping to be there.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to be there live to watch this one and get some really good interviews post and pre-fight. So guys, look, what do you think about this fight? Who wins? Battle of Britain. Winner, supposedly taking Vladimir Klitschko. Don't think that will happen. But regardless, the winner takes a big step in their career towards heavyweight domination. Email us, please.
At boxtalk@hotmail.co.uk, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at BoxTalkUK.
Don't forget to subscribe as well, guys, and also check out ringnews24.com for all the latest boxing news. Our videos are there as well, blogs, posts, everything on that site. So guys, check them out, and thanks again for watching another edition of Box Talk.